Once you have the image that you would like to store, you hit freeze, and you can either use the automated annotation or choose this selection, the keyboard, and then a keyboard will appear on your touch screen. Or if you prefer, you can pull this keyboard out from the bottom of the machine, and at any point to initiate this keyboard, you hit the space key and the annotation will be ready on here. But without hitting the space bar, it will not accept your typing. The space bar is what tells the machine that you're going to be using this keyboard. Once you're done, again, acquire your image. And then unfreeze to continue scanning. Once again, if you want to increase your depth, you hit this button right here. You turn this button. You don't need to hit it. And if you want to zoom, this button right here. If you want to look at the color flow, you will select color and push down on the button. The color box will appear on the monitor, and then you can use these kidney pads to increase the size or to move the box around. If you look at the monitor, when I select the kidney pad, it will give you these corners will be highlighted, so you'll know, oh, I can increase or decrease my color box. And then you hit it again, then you can move it to the side and come back down here. To steer your color box, this is the knob that you will use. Here it says steer, and that's in reference to this knob and what this knob's function is at this point in time. And the scale to the color is this knob at this time, and this screen is telling you what that knob will do. So this is the scale that is set here. And you can decrease your scale by going counterclockwise or increase your scale if you're in a high flow situation by going clockwise. If you wanted M mode, you select it here. It will generally also come up even in grayscale in the OB setting. If you want a waveform, you will hit pulse wave button. You select the button. It will turn orange because it is engaged. Then the mouse is controlling your sample box position, and then these buttons up here now are for the pulse wave, so you can change your angle of your sample box. You can steer the Doppler. Here you can change the size of your sample that you're getting, a very small sample or a large sample. You can turn all of that off and go straight back to grayscale simply at any point in time during any study by hitting the 2D button. You come back to grayscale instantly. If you want to use dual imaging, that button is here, and it is controlled by these pads here. You can go use that screen, and it selects goes to the other screen, and again it'll go back and forth as often as you push it. You can have color on these screens, you can have waveforms on these screens, and again, to get out of that and go just back to regular imaging, you just hit the 2D button. So no matter what you have on your screen, if you want to just go back to grayscale imaging at any point, you don't have to hit all these buttons again. All you have to do is hit the 2D button and it will bring you back there. So if you freeze your image and you decide that you don't want any of this annotation on here, you can simply hit this erase option. That will erase the annotation. If you want to measure something, this measurement button here will give you calipers to measure. You can select it again, move that around, and you can image store to acquire that documentation, or again, you can use the erase option to erase all of your measurements. First push erases the last, and then the next erase erases the first one. And again, annotation is by hitting the ABC label here. You can use the automatic on the touch screen, or you can go to keyboard, use this keyboard, or this keyboard if you prefer. You'll notice these tabs up here. You can go from the annotation screen to a measurement, and it'll ask, you can assign this to different packages if you want, or just go back to labeling and then measure separately on your own. Now, depending on what the transducer is set on, when you make a measurement, you can put it into a calc package that will be set up for what you've selected on your transducer, as long as the patient has been selected. Anyway, when you're done taking all of your images and you want to send the study across to the PACS system, you just simply hit End Exam, and that takes you back to the patient menu. Okay.